we had 26% more dollars in circulation than over the past 244 years. So you've got a 40% increase in dollar volume. That's going to show up in asset prices. And here's the thing that I worry about, because every time we do this, it's very, very good for people that own the assets. You get tremendous amounts of asset inflation, but the wages never catch up. You've got 20 plus million people unemployed if you look at the U6 numbers, and they can't catch up, Joe. And then that gap gets wider, and then the politics gets angrier and more loaded with populism. So we have to, it's a very complex thing right now. But the number one thing that I would recommend to people is have some defensive things in there. I personally think Bitcoin is a long-term hedge.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin. Today we have major news involving Bitcoin, involving Cardano, involving Tezos, Compound, as well as two newer altcoins I want to put on your radar. So, like always, check the timestamps down below in the description, and let's start with Bitcoin. This was, of course, newer Bitcoin bull Anthony Scaramucci sharing with you why investors are choosing Bitcoin as a hedge, as the government, as the Federal Reserve floods the market with money. But here's the real question. If high net worth individuals and institutions truly are seeking a hedge, why is gold still on the decline, especially compared to Bitcoin? Watch this. Things have changed. The world is trending digital, and he'll tell you.
Is going to make that asset very attractive in a world printing money like this.
Anthony, I can't attribute the action in gold to anything other than it's at least a percentage of those people are now buying Bitcoin and not gold, because gold, given that what you're describing, gold should be running right now. Is it going to Bitcoin?
The world is changing. That's the vinyl record, Joe. That's the vinyl record. The world's changing. This is
never did before with gold, Anthony. That's what people would say. I mean, you go back 4,000 years. Is it really changing this time? I mean, it kind of looks like it. Look at that.
Well, it was 1500 something where Copernicus said, we may be revolving around the sun. I mean, things do change, and so we have to look at it. And in a lot of ways, if you really study it, Joe, it's better than gold. It's easier to store. You can move it around more quickly. And that value and that trusted network is growing. It's 110 million now. By 2025, it'll be at 1 billion. And if we're right and it adopts pursuant to Metcalfe's law, you want to own some Bitcoin.
All right. I like it. Give me your thoughts down below in the comment section. But it's very clear that the world is trending digital. So let's get to the most recent digital currency news. Starting with the big one, Morgan Stanley is rumored to be eyeing a stake in top Korean exchange Bithumb. This news comes hot on the heels of what we learned just 2 days ago, that they will be offering for the first time ever 2 Bitcoin funds for their high net worth individual clientele. Think how quick this is moving. Now, how much of a stake are they aiming to buy into Bithumb, and then how does this affect you? This news broke on March 18th with Morgan Stanley in discussions with major Bithumb shareholder Bident, who owns a roughly 10% stake in Bithumb Korea. So Morgan Stanley could be buying up as much as 10% of this exchange, and they would not be the first in terms of US banks buying exchanges. As long-term subscribers of the channel may remember, way back in the beginning of 2018, Goldman Sachs-backed startup Circle bought Poloniex cryptocurrency exchange. It's heating up. I think it's very clear that Morgan Stanley does not want its competition to get ahead. Slowly, then surely, the explosiveness of institutional interest in this space right now is unprecedented. I will keep you updated. Next piece of NFT news. NFT startup OpenSea has just raised a $23 million Series A led by Andreessen Horowitz, which is a huge green flag for the future of this space and the future of OpenSea. So who else invested? The round was led by Andreessen Horowitz, Dallas Mavericks owner and ETH enthusiast Mark Cuban, angel investor Naval Ravikant, and MetaPurse, a fund from the pseudonymous NFT investor Meta Coven, has also invested in the company. So good news for OpenSea, and just a reminder, OpenSea was founded back in 2017 as a product of Y Combinator's Startup Accelerator program, and just last week, it auctioned off a series of NFT trading cards themed after four-time Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski, which sold for more than $1.6 million. And obviously, now with funding like this, keep OpenSea on your radar. And next piece of news involving a newer NFT project / altcoin. Tony Hawk has just skated his last Ollie 540, and then he put the NFT up for auction. Check this out. According to an Instagram post from 52-year-old skateboarding legend, the last instance of the 1.5 circle flip he first performed in 1989 will be sold via NFT marketplace Eternity Chain. So this is the altcoin / NFT marketplace he chose to launch his NFT on. It's interesting that he chose a lower cap coin, maybe a coin to keep on your radar. But why will this be his last one, his last Ollie 540 trick? Today I decided to do the trick one more time and then never again. My willingness to slam unexpectedly into the flat bottom has waned greatly over the last decade. So he is getting older, and he chose Eternity Chain to mint this NFT trick of him doing it on. Just something to keep on your radar. Next piece of DeFi news / compound altcoin news. Tally has just raised $1.5 million to boost on-chain governance in Compound's DeFi ecosystem. And specifically, they will be improving the governance dashboard. And let's dig deeper. What exact problem are they aiming to solve? The firm looks to improve an underdeveloped component of the $44 billion DeFi sector by building an easy-to-use governance dashboard. Protocol elections have yet to lend credence to the governance token moniker, meaning participation in governance has generally remained low on decisions that dictate the fate of the platforms with billions in locked value. So it's interesting, because they're essentially saying, if DeFi is the future, and if all these protocols have governance tokens, why are people just choosing to speculate and not actually participate in the governance? So they're trying to improve the UI UX to increase participation. If you look at Uniswap, if you look at Compound, it's difficult to understand what's going on. Part of our mission around transparency is we think that governance works better when people can feel comfortable making a decision. So they're looking to improve that, and this will start by focusing on Compound's ecosystem, but also Uniswap, and also many other of the bigger DeFi protocols out there. Next piece of Tezos news. French firm launches a Euro stablecoin with monthly attestations from PwC. And the issuer claims that EuroL, I guess this is the stablecoin, is the first French-originated digital asset pegged to the euro. And why this matters to you is because this token is built on the Tezos blockchain with technical assistance from Nomadic Labs. So if you hold Tezos, you should be feeling good. And when we say monthly attestations from PwC, it just means that PwC France will be checking up on every month that this stablecoin is fully backed like they say they are. The big news today is that it launched on Tezos, which is a huge green flag. I'll keep you updated. Next piece of somewhat surprising Ripple XRP news. They are hiring a managing director for all of Asia for Ripple, and they got a tech/finance juggernaut to head up their Asia division. Ripple has hired Goldman Sachs and Uber tech veteran Brooks Entwistle to expand its operations in Southeast Asia. This will be headquartered in Singapore, and I guess this just shows that while they're pretty much locked out of participating financially in the US, they are still making strides in the rest of the world. Now, who exactly is this new hire? Well, prior to joining Ripple, this gentleman worked for 3 decades in finance and technology firms, most recently at Uber, where he was Chief Business Officer International. Before that, he spent more than 20 years at Goldman, including a stint as chairman of the bank's Southeast Asia business. So no matter what happens to XRP, Ripple the company, still expanding strong. Give me your thoughts on this down below. I'll keep you updated. Next piece of quick news for all Cardano holders. ADA is now live on Coinbase.com and in the Coinbase iOS and Android apps, and Coinbase customers can log in now to buy, sell, convert, send, receive, or store ADA. So very big news, and I did put this question out on Twitter. Make sure you go over and participate in this little poll. Now that ADA is on Coinbase, which altcoin should they add next? A lot of people are commenting. Let us know what you think. All right, that is the video. My name's Austin. See you tomorrow. Great day. Very great day.